Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 Pennant race is on the air. It is the month of September, and we now begin the Pennant race. The Pennant race is a little bit different. We still play one game per 3 days of baseball until we reach the final week of the season. Then it is one game per 1 day of baseball to simulate the big playoff push. So now and during a pennant race, we also show the standings before the start of the season of the games. And hopefully we got a good one tonight. Today's date is September 1st, 69. We are at Dodger Stadium for a big game between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's take a look at the standings first for the games. In the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles have a 10.5 game lead on the Boston Red Sox. They should clinch this division maybe in a couple of weeks. The Red Sox are 9 games ahead of third place. They should be the number 3 seed easily. The Detroit Tigers, Washington, and the Yankees are all pretty much all meshed up. Only a game and a half separates the Tigers, the Senators, and the Yankees for third. Remember, third place will get you into the postseason. And right now, the Tigers have a 1-game lead on third. In the American League West, the Oakland Athletics have a 1.5 game lead on the Minnesota Twins. At the moment, nobody else has a winning record below them, so we may only see 5 teams in the American League postseason this year. Last year, we didn't see, I believe last year we had only one wild card game in 1972. So we may only have one in the American League this year. In the National League, we should see 2 games. In the National League East, the Chicago Cubs only have a 3-game lead on the Mets. The Cardinals are only a 1.5 games back of the Mets. The Pirates are 6 back of the Cardinals for third. So right now, that third place is very important because you avoid the wild card and you go straight to Division Series. In the National League West, the Giants and the Braves are tied. But the Giants have 1 percentage point ahead, and that's why right now they are the leader of the division. The Dodgers only 2.5 back, so anybody here can still win this division. The Cincinnati Reds are above 500, but they are 4.5 back of third. They've got to get some wins. So that is the situation of baseball as we start the 1969 pennant race. The final month of the season is about to start. Ben Witz, Jim Doyle, and Ron McGrath are first to join us here at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers historically won this game. Dodgers had 10 runs, 16 hits, and an error. The Mets had 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. I understand the screen may look a little dark. I'm still trying to get the best view with this camera, and I think I got the best sharpness. I may just have to raise the light just a little bit more, but I think right now you guys should be able to see that with ease. So if everybody is set and ready to go, the pennant race is about to go. 1 month left in the 69 season. Who will be in the postseason? Who will have to wait till January of next year to try again? That's what this month is all about. I suggest we get started. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers today is Jim Bunning. He started the season with the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was traded to the Dodgers in mid-August. 13 wins, 10 losses, a 3.70 ERA, 157 strikeouts, and 55 walks. Bunning will be pitching today. We are at Dodger Stadium. This is a pitcher's park. Only 96 home runs and -3 to walks. So it's all set and ready to go. Lots of fun between the Mets and the Dodgers. Section 518 has taken a seat here in Dodger Stadium. Let's see if my Mets can pull out a win. Leading off for the Mets will be the center fielder, Tommy Agee, 271 average, 26 homers, 76 RBIs. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Dodgers are the home team. Hopefully everybody is set and ready to go. It is time to begin the pennant race. Jimmy Jan MXXG2 joins us here at Dodger Stadium. We are set and ready. let us play. Let's see, how would it work with 5 potential playoff teams, American League, unless you have 2 West teams? Nope, remember, I utilize a ladder format. The number 5 would play the 4 in a 1 game. The winner there plays the 1. The 2 plays the 3. I use a ladder format for seeds 4, 5, for 4, 5, and 6. Let's go to the top of the first. Let's play some baseball. Bunning, 6-5 against a righty. Strikeout, 10 will get him. And that will be the first strikeout for Bunning as AG goes down. Next batter will be the third baseman, Bobby File, 232 average and 10 RBIs in 69. Bunning, 6-2, that's at the park. Dodger Stadium, 3-6, that's a single plus to left. File will turn around first. He's got to try for second. Base runner 3. Left fielder Moda, a -1 arm, a 1-2. File will still get to second base, and he doesn't. He puts on the brakes, and he'll head back to first. That will be a leadoff single for File. Infield goes the double play. Next batter is the first baseman, Don Clendenin, 248 average, 16 homers, 51 RBIs. File not really going to threat to do anything, and he won't. Bunning, 3-6, range play at the park. Dodger Stadium, 3-1, and that is a blank. We will have a rare play with the range play at the park. So I have to choose here. So rare plays, men on. So let's see what we get here. 21, shallow fly to left field. Resolve play is an F7 range play. Left fielder is Manny Moda. His range is a 2. He's got it. If caught and not third out, roll 1d6 versus base running rating plus left fielder as the lead runner is trying to retreat back to his original base. So that means Bobby File's base running rating is a 3, Moda a -1. So that's going to be 2 outs. The question is, did he double off File? If higher, runner out, otherwise safe. So a 1 or a 2, File gets back to third. Gets back to first, and he doesn't. He has doubled off at first base, and the inning is over. Wow. Left field. Bobby File took off there, but a great play by Manny Moda, and that will be a fly out to left. But File is doubled off at first, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Mets, as that is a fly out, throw him out, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the New York Mets tonight, Jerry Koosman. Our first look at him, actually. 17 wins, 9 losses, a 2.28 ERA. He had 180 strikeouts, 57 walks. This was one of Koosman's best seasons. We'll see how he does tonight. Kevin Hayes joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Leading off for the Dodgers with a shortstop, Maury Wills, 274 average, 4 homers, 47 RBIs. Koosman, 4-1, error on a throw. Wills, 5-6, that's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Don Clendenin. His error rating is an 11. That's a 12. He won't make an error. Koosman will get the ball, and he will tag the bag for the out. 1 down. Almost, but almost only counts in horseshoes. Next batter will be the left fielder, Manny Moda, 321 average, 3 homers, 30 RBIs in 69. Koosman, 6-6, that's a walk, and that 10, nope, that's going to be too high. 12 minus 3 is 9. Moda, 3-5, and he hits a fly out to right field. That'll be Ron Swoboda getting to that for out number 2. And now the center fielder, Willie Davis, a 311 average, 11 homers, and 59 RBIs in 69, and hand grenades. Koosman, 1-6, range play. Davis, 2-3, that's hit to center field. That's a 3 against the lefty. It's a base hit to center field, but Tommy Agee is going after it, and he was excellent. His range is a 5, and it's a 2. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Although it was an exciting 1-2-3, no score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Mets will be the left fielder, Art Shamsky. 300 average, 14 homers, 47 RBIs. The Mets are 81-49. They're going to make the play. I believe they'll make the playoffs as they collapse. But remember, in September of 1969 is when they got hot. Bunning, 4-2, strikeout 11. That is high. Shamsky, 1-6, and it's a base hit. Shamsky will go ahead and hit one to left field and a leadoff single for the Mets. And it was also when the Cubs collapsed. Next batter is the second baseman, Ken Boswell. 279 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs in 69. Infield set a double play, and Shamsky stays put. Bunning, 6-3. That's a pitcher result. Lefty, 1-19's an out. That's an 11. And that is going to be a fly out to center field. Willie Davis will go ahead and get that one, and that will be out number 1. Next up is the right fielder, Ron Swoboda. 235 average, 9 homers, 52 RBIs in 69. Shamsky stays put. Bunning, 2-6. Against the righty, it's a strikeout plus 10, and he'll get him easily. That'll be the second strikeout for Bunning. 2 down. Remember, this is also September, so September call-ups have been made, so these rosters are now bigger. Next batter is the catcher, Duffy Dyer. 257 average, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. And there are a few surprise French players that we may see in this pennant race. Shamsky stays put. Bunning, 2-2. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium, 2-5. It's a single plus to right. Shamsky will automatically make third. Dyer's got to try for second. Base running rating is a 1. Right fielder Costco is 0. The only way he gets there is on a 1. And he does! Wow, Andy Costco must have not thought Dyer can get there, but he huffs and puffs, slides into there, and turns that into a double. So that will be a double for Dyer. Now runners at second and third, and now the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. May he rest in peace. 248 average, 24 RBIs, as Clee baseball fan joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Strategy, nothing on the 16. Bunning will pitch. Bunning, 6-4. That's a blank. Harrelson, 5-1. And against the righty, it's a base hit past second, and the Mets will get on the board first. Shamsky will score. Dyer with 2 outs, a base running rating of 2, and that's not going to score him. He will hold it third. But the Mets are on the board. It's 1-0. So Bud Harrelson comes through with an RBI single to bring in a run. And that will bring up the pitcher, Jerry Koosman. 0.48 average. Man couldn't hit worth the crap. Strategy roll, nothing on the 9. Harrelson will stay put. Bunning, 6-6, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Third strikeout for Bunning. Mets on the board first, though. 1 run on 3 hits. An RBI single by Harrelson. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. One of the rules I have for a game, as we get to the final week, is when we'll start more to see, as we go through the pennant race, we'll start seeing some more September call-ups coming in and during the month. I do not do that. I only do this for the final week, okay? In the final week, if there are September call-ups, like if there's a whole bunch of fringe players, because remember, I'm playing expanded playoffs. Some of these teams were not in it around the final week of September. Some of the divisions are already decided since I'm using expanded playoffs. My rule is any starters. Now, I don't do this. I only do this for the final week. And I'll call this, I just started this pennant race. But for those of you that don't follow my pennant race format, starters do come in. I will bring in starters in the game after starting the 7th inning and later. But those fringe players or something like that have to play at least 1 through 6. But that's not until the final week when the games could decide whether you go to the playoffs or whether you got to wait till January for the next replay. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Dodgers will be the first baseman, Wes Parker. 278 average, 13 homers, 68 RBIs. Koosman, 6-1, strikeout. That will be too high. Parker, 2-6, and against the lefty, it's a base hit. He'll hit that one past short, and the Dodgers start with a man on. Next batter is the right fielder, Andy Cosco. 248 average, 19 homers, 74 RBIs, and 69. Parker at 4 stolen bases. Doesn't get any here. Koosman, 3-3, walk, 7. Nope, that's too high. Cosco, 1-5. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 12, and against the lefty, that's going to be a double. That's a double to left. Parker, base runner 4. Double to left plus 1, a 1-5. Parker will score, and he does. Parker will come in to score. Cosco an RBI double. This game is tied. So the Dodgers tie it up just like that. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second. Next up is the third baseman, Bill Sudakis. 234 average, 14 homers, 53 RBIs. Cosco on at second, and he will, that's a 1, but he'll stay there. Koosman, 3-3, walk, 18 is high. Sudakis, 5-6, and he popped out the first. That's going to be caught by Clendenin, and that's going to be in foul territory, but Cosco will stay where he is. Next batter is the second baseman, Ted Sizemore, a 271 average, 4 homers and 46 RBIs. Strategy roll for Cosco. That's a 20. Koosman turns around, fires to second. Nope. Cosco will get back. Koosman. I love it when they fly out like that. Koosman, 5-5, strikeout 11. That is too high. Sizemore, 4-1, and that is a fly ball to right field. That'll be caught by Swoboda for out number 2. Cosco, base runner 3, hit the right, a 0. And Swoboda, 0 arm, a 1-3. Cosco will get the third. He will. Deep enough for Cosco to get the third, puts a runner 90 feet away. And now we'll see the catcher, Jeff Torborg, future manager. 185 average, no homers and 7 RBIs at 69. Cosco on at third, and he'll stay there. Koosman, 5-4 against a righty, walk. 16 is high. Torborg, 3-2, and he pumped it up right in the infield. That's going to be a pop out to the pitcher. And Koosman says he's got it, and he does, to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Dodgers, tied at 1 after 2. Also would like to mention, by the way, the Mets, their board record is 4-2. So the Mets have 4 wins and 2 losses on the board. The Dodgers have a record of 2 wins and 2 losses on the board. Remember, board record is the first tiebreaker for standings. I do not do no game 163 anymore. Win your games on the board. That's what matters. If there's a tie break, if there is a tie break there, if there's a tie there, then it's the most runs scored between the two teams. And if there's still a tie there, most net runs scored. I have yet to get to the second tiebreaker. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. We go to the top of the third inning. Leading off for the Mets will be Tommy Agee, 0-1. Welcome to the pennant race, everybody. Is it a little bit too dark for you guys, or you think I should brighten it up a little? I know the cards look good on my screen, but I also noticed that as I look at this screen, it looks different on my screen than it does on yours, probably. It probably looks really, really fresh on your guys' screen because I have a 4K monitor. I don't know how many of you guys have 4K monitors, so I'm just wondering what you guys think, but if you think it's a little too dark, maybe I'll brighten it up the next time. Ben Wood says it looks good. Okay. Bunning with the pitch. 4-2, strikeout 14. That is too high. Agee, 3-6. He grounded to third, 1 out. Taken care of there by Bill Sudakis. Next batter is File. File is got a base hit his first time up. Bunning, 2-4, range play. File, 4-2, ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Bill Sudeikis. His range is a 4. He's got it. And he'll get that ball over there to first. And for out number 2, nice play by Sudeikis. And now Clendenin. Clendenin is 0 for 1. David Vega joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. You can read the cards, nothing bleached out. Yeah, and I can tell that too. I still think it needs to be brightened a little bit. The camera's actually in the way of the light. So maybe if I pull it over a little bit like there, maybe that should be a little better. Get the light there so the camera doesn't block out the scoreboard. That actually looks even better. That looks better. Okay. Phillip Reynolds joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. Bunning, 5-6, strikeout, 1 swing and a miss. Struck them out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Mets. And we go to the bottom of the third. And actually, it's a good thing I moved it over a little bit. It makes me see my scorebook a little better. Leading off for the Dodgers will be the pitcher, Jim Bunning, an .062 average and 2 RBIs in 69. Koosman, 2-5, possible error. Bunning, 3-5. That's a ground ball to third. That ball's hit to Bobby File. His error rating is a 5. That's an 18. He'll take care of that and toss it over to first. So out number 1, nice play by File. And now the batter is Wills. Wills is 0 for 1. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Good to see that amazing man right there. Always a pleasure to watch his channel. Nobody plays. If I'm the inside pitch guru, Steve Tower is the history maker guru. And I know he's getting ready for another exciting year of second season as football is back. I'm sure Steve Tower will be waiting to see what his New England team will do this year. Koosman, 2-2. That's at the park. Dodgers Stadium, 6-2. That's a pop fly ball to the catcher, but you now roll for an error check automatically for the catcher. Duffy Dyer's error rating is a 10. That's a 7, and he's going to drop the ball. It's now an automatic error check off the ballpark card for a catcher, whether it's a pop fly or a grounder. So Duffy Dyer drops the ball, and that just goes as a foul. It does not go as it's a pop fly. It's a foul ball. They'll repitch. Well, that will be an error. So an error on the Mets. So an E2 on Wills. So that will be an error on the catcher. We'll do it again. Koosman, 2-5, possible error. Wills, 5-2. That is an infield single to third. That ball is picked up by File. His error rating is a 5. He won't make a throw. That will be an infield single. So a base hit for Wills. The Mets did have an error in the game historically, so that error, the Dodgers still get the base runner. Yes, I know you're excited for the fictional New England team. Absolutely. Always like watching you play second season during the NFL. And I hope all you guys have already started for getting ready for college football. Welcome back, college football. Give me more. Here's Mota. Mota's 0 for 1. Wills, of course, was a thief. He had 40 stolen bases, but he's not going. Mota's got a bunt rating of 5, but Mota could hit the ball. I'm going to let him swing. Koosman, 3-2, blank. Mota, 4-6, and that's a good choice. That's a base hit right past the pitcher and into the outfield. Wills will have the speed. He'll make third easy. Mota gets to first, and the Dodgers are in business. A single from Mota. Wills will get to third, and now a chance for Davis. Davis got a single his first time up. Infield is going to play double play back. So runners at first and third here. Koosman in some trouble in the bottom of the third inning. Nothing on the strat. Koosman will pitch. Koosman, 5-4. Against the lefty, it's an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Do they turn it? 2, 3, 4. Second base, pivot Boswell, a 0, a 1-4. The Mets get out of it. And, of course, it's a 5. They will not get out of it. Wills, however, will score. Wills will score. Mota thrown out at second. Davis to first. 2 outs, but the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! So a fielder's choice will bring in the run. And now the batter is Parker. And Parker got a base hit his first time up. But now a 2-1 lead for the Dodgers. Strategy for Davis. He stays put. Koosman, 5-6, strikeout 12. That's high. Parker, 2-1. That's a fly out to left. Shamsky will go ahead and get to that, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error on the catcher Dyer. And because he couldn't make the play, that actually allows a run. 2-1 after 3 by the Dodgers. So now in the version 4 rules, anytime a pop out to the catcher or a ground out to the catcher comes, you do roll for an error check on the catcher. Chris Davis said he wasn't getting enough. He was not getting enough errors on the catcher. So now you roll for that automatically. It doesn't have to, because, and remember, and for at the park, you never get an error check at anything on the park, pretty much. We go to the top of the 4th. Art Shamsky leads off for the NYM. He got a base hit his first time up. 2-1 Dodgers. Bunning, 1-2, strikeout 11 is high. Shamsky, 6-5, ground out to first. Taken care of there by Parker. And he will take it to the bag himself. Next up is Boswell. Boswell's 0-1. Bunning, 6-2 at the park. Dodgers Stadium, 1-6. That's a fly ball to left. Manny Mota says he'll go ahead and get that and put it away. 2 down. And now Swoboda. Swoboda's 0-1. Bunning, he'll go ahead and pitch. Bunning, 1-5. A righty, it's a blank. Swoboda, 5-2. And that's a double into left field. Swoboda hits one hard and will bounce it off the wall out there. Swoboda will wind up at second base with a 2-out 2-bagger. And now the batter is Dyer. And Dyer got a double his first time up, but can he bring in a run here? Strategy roll. Swoboda stays put. Bunning will pitch. Bunning, 5-4. That's a blank. Dyer, 1-6. Not this time. That's a ground out to second. That'll be handled by Sizemore. He will throw it over to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Los Angeles Dodgers, 2.5 back of the Giants and the Braves for the National League West. They have a 4.5 game lead on the Reds for third. Reds got some catching up to do if they think they can still make the postseason. Bottom of the 4th, leading off for the Dodgers will be Andy Cosco, and he got a double his first time up. The reason why I do the expanded playoffs, it makes the regular season more exciting and still relevant all the way to the final week. Although in this replay, though, we have got 3 divisions definitely up for grabs and one third place chance very much up for grabs. We have 4 very good races in this postseason. One of the better ones. Koosman, 5-6, strikeout 15 is too high. Costco, 3-3. That's a ground out to short. Taken care of there by Harrelson. And he will throw it over. Next up is Sudeikis, and he's 0-1. Koosman, 1-5, range play. Sudeikis, 4-5, and that is a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Art Shamsky. He's stunk. His range is a 1, but he channels his inner Greg Luzinski and makes the catch. 2 outs. Left fielder Art Shamsky needs a 1 in order to make the catch, and he does. He makes the play and timeout, though, because I made a mistake on Shamsky. Hold a minute here. He's a 1-0-0, and I got a 1 with there. Here's a 1 still. He makes the catch, 2 outs, but I got to change his card. Give me a second here. Timeout on the field. Shamsky is a 0 in left, so he should be a -2 +1 -1. Let me see if he's right. No, this is wrong. So timeout here. We can fix that real quick. 0 in left, so -2 +1 -1. This one. I had Don Clendenin's left fielder in his shot, not Shamsky. My bad. He's a 1-0-0 in left. Doesn't matter. He makes the catch. 2 outs. Okay. Next batter is Sizemore. Sizemore is 0 for 1. Saturday was beautiful, RJL. I'm sure it was. Koosman, 4-5. That's a blank. Sizemore, 2-1. Popped out to first. That'll be caught by Clendenin. That's also in foul territory, but he's got it. And that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. 2-1, though, after 4 in favor of the guys in blue. Channels his inner Greg Luzinski and makes the catch. For those of you who wonder why I say he channels his inner Greg Luzinski, check out the 1976 Game 4 of the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies in my 1976 replay, and you will see why we say he channels his inner Greg Luzinski. Very disappointing for me, of course, being a Mets fan. Top of the 5th. And leading off will be Bud Harrelson. And he got a base hit and RBI single his first time up. Bunning, 6-5 against the switch left. That's an automatic out, and it will be a fly to center. Taken care of there by Davis. That's out number 1. Next batter is Koosman. Koosman's 0 for 1. No, 1976, David Vega. 1976. I've not done the 74 season yet. Bunning, 2-1. Home run result, but unfortunately, Koosman has zeros. It's not happening. Actually, it was a home run chance. It wouldn't have mattered. Koosman, 1-2, and all he does is ground it to third. That'll be handled by Sudeikis, and Sudeikis will throw it over. Two down, and now the batter is AG. AG is 0 for 2. Bunning, 6-6, strikeout, 15. That's too high. AG, 6-5, and it's a single. He hits that one past second base. And AG gets his first hit of the game. Next batter is File. File's 1 for 2. And who knows, maybe 1974 will be the next season. Guys don't know what the next season will be. Got to wait till the selection show, which is always before I do the World Series. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. AZ stays put. Bunning, 3-3. Strikeout, 13 is high. File, 1-3. And against a righty, that's a fly out the left. That'll be taken care of by Manny Mota. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. By the way, Jim Bunning is a Hall of Famer. I kind of wonder a little bit about that, but he did have 2,800 strikeouts in his career. So I guess that's the reason why they put him in. He wasn't a bad pitcher. He did have a low ERA. I think about 3.24, something like that. But he did have 2,800 strikeouts. He could strike them out. So Bunning's a Hall of Famer, and I have no problem with that. Bottom of the 5th, Jeff Torborg leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Koosman, 5-3. That's a pitcher result, and that 1 is an automatic out with no problem. And that will be a fly to right. Handled there by Swoboda for the first out. Next batter is Bunning. Bunning is 0 for 1. And, of course, for those of you who don't know about my Inside Pitch season selection show, that is probably the most watched show next to opening day that I have when I do that. So I know you guys were not going to want to miss the selection show, which will probably be about what? We just started the pennant race. We're here in August, so what? Mid to late October, probably. Who knows? Marlon Price joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. Not yet. Koosman, 1-3. Home run chance, but Bunning doesn't have any. 4-6. That's a ground out to short. They're taken care of there by Harrelson. And Harrelson will throw it over for the out. Next up is Wills. Wills is one for two, singled and singled. Koosman 2-1. That's at the park. Dodgers Stadium 6-3, and that's fly to right field. That'll be taken care of by Swoboda. That's a nice inning by Koosman. 1-2-3. Go the Dodgers. We got a pitcher's duel here between Koosman and Bunning. 2-1 after 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Jim Bunning, he can pitch to 26, and Koosman can pitch to 30, so he's still pretty strong. Leading off for the Mets will be Don Clendenin. Clendenin is 0 for 3. There are 3 players in this lineup at least that started the season with the Montreal Expos that are now on the Mets. They're on the Mets and the Dodgers. Don Clendenin, Maury Wills, and Manny Mota. Bunning, of course, started the season with the Pirates before the trade in mid-August. Bunning, 3-3, strikeout 4. He got him. Bunning gets another strikeout. That's his 5th. 1 down. And now here's Shamsky. Shamsky 1 for 2 with a single. Bunning, 3-6, range play at the park. Dodgers Stadium, 1-4. That's a single plus to center field. Going after that is Willie Davis. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. Shamsky's got to try for second, though. It's a single plus. Shamsky, a base runner 2. Davis, a -1. The only way Shamsky gets to second is on a 1. He doesn't. He'll go back to first, and that's probably the right thing to do. Shamsky gets his second hit of the game. It will now bring up Boswell. Boswell's 0 for 2. Infield is at double play. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Shamsky stays put. Bunning. A 6-3. Pitcher result, lefty, and that's good against the lefty. 1-9-19 is an out, which it is. That's a 9. And that's a ground out to second. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot Wills -1. A 1-3. It's a double play. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the Mets. As Boswell grounds out into the twin killing, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Good ball game today, opening up the pennant race. Unbelievable. We're already in the final month of the 1969 season. Manny Mota leads off for the Dodgers. He's 1 for 2. Koosman, 5-4. Against the righty walk, 20 is high. Mota, 3-5. That's fly to right field. Swoboda's going to come under it, and he'll put it away. Next batter is Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. Koosman with the pitch. Koosman, 5-2, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's only the first strikeout for Koosman. He had 180 of them in 69. That's only his first K today, 2 down. And now the batter is Parker. Parker 1 for 2 with a single. Koosman, 4-1, error on a throw. Parker, 4-4, ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Clendenin. His error rating is an 11. That's a 13. He will not make the error. Koosman comes over. Clendenin throws it to him, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. 2-1 after 6. In a good game here at Dodger Stadium. Mets trying to catch the Cubs, only 3 back. Dodgers 2.5 back of the Braves and the Giants in the National League West. Every game really now counts, especially the games on the board. Top of the 7th, and here comes Ron Swoboda. He'll lead off for the Mets. He's 1 for 2, got a double his last time up. Bunning can pitch to 3 more before fatigue. Bunning, 1-3 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That 16 will get him. And that is the 6th strikeout for Bunning. He's throwing some heat today. Next batter is Dyer. Dyer 1 for 2 with a double. Bunning looking on. He'll pitch. Bunning 2-3. Walk. 9 is too high. Dyer a 1-2, and he grounds it to third. Sudeikis will go ahead and get that and throw it over for out number 2. And now Harrelson. Harrelson is 1 for 2 with a single. Bunning a 2-2. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium. 6-1. That is a blank. We'll have a rare play at the park this time, but the bases are empty. So rare play, not a rare play, I believe that's just at the park. That was not a rare play at the park. So we make sure we get the right. We do have new rare plays, which is cool. Rare plays, bases empty at the park. 2-6. Batter chases 2-strike pitch in the dirt for a strikeout. Resolve play by checking if the catcher allows a pass ball. If pass ball, then score strikeout and pass ball batter to first. Okay. Well, the catcher is Torborg. His pass ball rating is a 3. And that is a 1. That is a 1, so it is not a pass ball, and that will be a strikeout, and that will end the inning. I already like some of the new rare plays that Chris has added. So that will be a strikeout number 7, and 1, 2, 3 go the Mets, and that will do it. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we'll have 10-minute ticker after tonight's game. Tomorrow night will be September 4th. I am scheduling a game for tomorrow, but I think I've got something I need to take care of tomorrow night. I may not be able to play. But the next game anyway will either be tomorrow or Wednesday, and we will be going back to Tiger Stadium as the Baltimore Orioles take on the Detroit Tigers. Tom Phoebus will be going for the Orioles, and Earl Wilson will be going for the Tigers. It's a big game there. Orioles trying to wrap up the American League East. Tigers only have a game lead on the Senators for third, so Detroit's got to win their games to stay in the top 3. Washington and the Yankees are right behind them. A big game tomorrow night, the Orioles and the Senators from RFK Stadium. Planning tomorrow night. If there is no game, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Okay, I'll just play on Wednesday. Something I just got to do. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Jerry Koosman will stay on the mound, and why not? Andy Costco leads off for the Dodgers. He's 1 for 2 with a double. As Chuck Rawlings joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Yeah, don't call 911. Koosman, 6-4. That's a blank. Costco, 5-1. Ground out to first base. Clendenin will go ahead and get that and take it to the bag himself. Next batter is Sudeikis. Sudeikis is 0 for 2. Koosman, 2-2 at the park. Dodger Stadium, 1-4. That's a single plus to center field. Sudeikis will have to try for second. Base runner 3. AG a 0 arm. A 1-3. Sudeikis will get to second. He does. Sudeikis will put on the Jets, and he will get to second base. It'll be a double for him. Now Sudeikis on at second. Here is Sizemore. Sizemore is 0 for 2. Hey, we know you're committed to this invite. You're committed to, or at least you should be. You're committed, at least, or at least you should be. Yes, I should be committed. I totally agree. I know why I'm doing. Hey, I don't know who's crazier, me doing this crazy stuff, or you guys watching me do this crazy stuff. Who's the crazier people out there? Strategy roll, and nothing on the 6. You guys need to be committed. Koosman, 6-6, walk 9. Nope, that's too high. Sizemore, 6-2, base hit, center field for Sizemore. Sudik has a base runner rating of 3. Single to center, +2. A 1-5, Sudeikis will score. He does, and the Dodgers get another run. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 groans. RBI single by Sizemore. Now 3-1 Dodgers. Here's Torborg. Torborg is 0 for 2. Little from column A, little from column B. Yeah, exactly. If this is the company I'm stuck with, it's a pretty good arrangement. American ugly rugby today. Nothing beats college football. Infield is at double play. 3-1 here now. The score, nothing on the 9. Dodgers now have a 3-1 lead on the Mets. Koosman, 1-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Torborg, 5-4, base hit, center field. Sizemore, base runner 4. Single to center, -1. A 1-3, he'll get to third, and he won't. Sizemore puts on the brakes, he'll hold at second base. But now the Dodgers got something going on here. And now the batter is the pitcher, Bunning, and he is tired. They're going to take him out. They're not going to let Bunning hit here. They're going to go to the bench, and I agree with that call. So runners at first and second, and the Dodgers will go to the bench, and coming on to pinch hit will be Tom Haller. 263 average, 6 homers, 39 RBIs. Tom Haller will come in and pitch the bat, I should say, against Koosman. Runners at first and second, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Now a 3-1 lead for the Dodgers. Strategy roll, nothing on the 9. Koosman in a jam. Can he get out of it? Koosman, 1-2, error on a grounder. Haller, 3-5. Nope, that's a fly ball to right field. Now that's going to be caught by Swoboda for out number 2. Sizemore, base runner 4, hit the right 0. And Swoboda 0. A 1-4, Sizemore will get to third. He will. Sizemore will get to third base. So now runners at the corners, but now 2 outs. And the batter now is Wills. And Matthew Stringer joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Wills is 1 for 3, got a single. And strategy roll. And nothing on the 5. Sizemore on at third. Torborg on at first. Koosman in a jam here. Bottom of the 7th, but it's 3-1 Dodgers. Koosman, 5-1, strikeout 18, no. Wills, 1-3, and it's a fly ball to left. And Art Shamsky's going to go ahead and get that, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run on 3 hits. Could have been a lot worse. But the Dodgers do get some insurance there and now have a 3-1 lead after 7. Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. Great movie, by the way. I don't know if anybody saw it, but Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown is still my favorite Peanuts film. Top of the 8th. And let's see. Dodgers need a pitcher. And they're going to go ahead and bring out. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Pete Mickelson. 7 wins, 5 losses, 4 saves, 2.78 ERA. Mickelson pretty much the setup. He's going to try to set it up for Brewer. The leadoff man for the Mets is Koosman. He will come out of the game. As Koosman is done, he leaves with the L. Bunning actually leaves with the W. And the Mets will go to the bench, and it is going to be, leading off for the Mets will be Cleon Jones. 340 average, 12 homers, 75 RBIs. Jones will lead off for the Mets here in the top of the 8th. Yes, absolutely, Ben. Nothing with Woodstock with the Chariots of Fire Classic. And I don't care what anybody said. I know those bullies were bad, but I love the boat they had. Mickelson, 3-6. Home run result against a righty. Jones needs a 6, and he missed it. That's a 9. Jones, 3-6, and he hits a deep fly ball to left field. And that's going back where the track is Moda. But Moda's going to make the catch near the wall, 1 out. 1 down. The next batter is AG. AG is 1 for 2, or 1 for 3, actually. Mickelson, 6-6 against a righty. It's a blank. AG, 1-1. Ground out to third. Taken care of there by Sudeikis. And he will throw it over to first for the out. 2 down. Next batter is File. File is 1 for 3. File will... he'll bat. Mickelson will go ahead and deal. Mickelson, 1-1. Range play. File, 6-3. Single to left, but a range play for Manny Mota. His range is a 2. Nope, that's going to be a base hit. File will get a single and keep the inning going. That's File's second hit of the game. And now if Mickelson can make a mistake to Don Clendenin, that ball's going to be gone. Clendenin is 0 for 3. You kind of think he's due. File on it first. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing happening on the 11. Mickelson, he will pitch. Mickelson, 6-6 against a righty. Strikeout, 17 just missed. Clendenin, 6-5. Base hit right field. File with 2 outs, a base runner 4. A single to right, a 0. 1 to 4. File will get to third. He does. So File gets the third. Clendenin keeps the inning going. And now runners at the corners. And the very dangerous Art Shamsky is the batter. Shamsky is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and he's a home run hitter. File on at third, Clendenin on at first. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping Mickelson can keep it where it is, but the Mets are threatening. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Mickelson will pitch. Mickelson, 6-5. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium, 3-5. Nope, that's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Bill Sudeikis. He's going to throw to first to get Shamsky, and the inning is done. No runs, 2 hits for the Mets. Dodger pitching doing the job tonight against my Metropolitans. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Manny Mota. He is 1 for 3. Mets need a pitcher. And they are going to go ahead and bring out, coming on to pitch for the Mets to try to keep it 3-1 will be Ron Taylor. 9 wins, 4 losses, 13 saves, a 2.72 ERA. Taylor's job just to try to keep it 3-1 and hope for some 9th inning magic. Taylor, 4-4, walk, 6. And yep, that's ball 4. He will walk Mota. Mota gets a leadoff walk. And now the batter is Davis. Davis is 0 for 3. How many times do I bring in a new pitcher and the first thing that happens is a walk? Double play depth. And strategy rolls are still on. And nothing on the 6. Mota will stay where he is. Taylor with the pitch. Taylor, 6-6, range play at the park. Dodger Stadium, 5-6. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Clendenin. His range is a 4. He's got it. Now can he turn the double? Can he turn the double play? Now 2-2-2 because it's hit to first base, so you don't get the plus. But the shortstop pivot is Harrelson, and it's a +1. A 1-3, they'll turn it. No, Mota will be thrown out at second base. Davis will get to first, and that's out number 1. Remember, in the version 4 rules, you no longer subtract 1 from the range at double play depth anymore. So 1 out. The batter now is Parker. And Parker is 1 for 3. 1 out. 3-1 Dodgers. Taylor trying to have a decent inning here. Strategy roll again. Nothing on the 19. Although Parker gets the bunt sign. But I don't think you bunt. Parker got got hitting power. I think bunting him is a mistake. Taylor, 1-1. Home run result, but the 11 is too high. Parker, 6-5. And that is a ground ball to first again. 2-2-2. Shortstop Harrelson, +1. A 1-3. It's a double play. This time they get it. Side retire. 3-6-3 double play. Nothing across except a walk. But the Dodgers have a 3-1 lead. But will we see some ninth inning magic? RJL 518 definitely wants to see some ninth inning magic. Go to the top of the ninth. Pete Mickelson. Leading off for the Mets is going to be Ken Boswell. And Mickelson, Boswell's a lefty, righty, and a righty. I think Mickelson should stay in. I could bring in Brewer, but I think Mickelson's the better pitcher here. Even though he has more saves. I'm going to leave Mickelson in. Mickelson's got saves, too. I'm going to leave him in. Mickelson can still pitch to 4 more batters, too. Or I can't actually, no, 2 more batters. Jim Brewer warming up in the bullpen, but the Dodgers are going to have Pete Mickelson to start the inning. If he gets some trouble here, we'll see what happens. Mickelson will pitch. Boswell, he is 0 for 3. Mickelson, 1-1, range play. Boswell, 5-4, fly ball, center field. Going after that is Willie Davis. His range is a 3. No, and that's going to be a base hit. Boswell hits one. And a little bit out of Davis's reach, and the leadoff man is on. Single for Boswell, and now the batter is Swoboda. Mickelson will be tired after Swoboda. Swoboda's 1 for 3 with a double. Infield is that double play. Boswell, he'll stay at first. Mickelson looking in on Swoboda. Fans here hoping a good pitch from Mickelson. Mickelson, 6-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Swoboda, 6-4, fly ball, right field. That'll be caught by Costco. And that's out number 1. Batter now is Dyer. Dyer will bat. He has home run power from either side. Dyer is 1 for 3. He'll bat here. 1 out. Section 518 hoping for a good hit. Dodgers Stadium fans hoping for a good pitch. Strategy rolls are off. Mickelson, 4-2. That's a and that is a base. That's a base hit. He was tired here. Yeah, that is. He's tired. That's a base hit up the middle. 4-2 is a single one right past the pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit for Duffy Dyer. It hits the fatigue result. Boswell, a base running rating of 4. He'll make third. Dyer to first, and that is it for Mickelson. So runners at the corners, Mickelson coming out of the game. He is done. And now the Dodgers will go to their main closer, and that will be Jim Brewer. 7 wins, 6 losses, 20 saves, a 2.56 ERA. Brewer coming on to get the save. Probably should have. I think the manager from the other channel with the fluffy cat invaded my game and prevented me from making a change. Boswell on at third, Dyer on at first. The batter is Harrelson. Harrelson will bat. He's 1 for 3. He has the only RBI in the game here. Infield is going to play double play depth. A double play ends the game. The runner on third don't mean anything. Jim Brewer coming in now to try to close the game. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Section 518 on his feet with the beer in hand. No strategy rolls. Brewer will pitch. 4-1. Range play at the park. Dodger Stadium. 3-1. And it's a blank. We'll have another rare play with range plays at the park. Oh, boy. Rare plays men on from range play at the park. This could be big. 11. Grounder back to the mound. Resolve as G1. If six, okay, so it's a grounder back to the mound. Brewer's range is a 3. Nope, he can't get it. He can't get it. That's going to be a base hit. If successful range play, lead runner caught too far off, but it doesn't matter. It's a base hit past Brewer. He couldn't make it. That's a single. Boswell will score. Dyer, a base running rating of 1, does not have the speed. He'll have to hold it second. But an RBI single by Harrelson, it's 3-2. Harrelson gets another RBI single. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Taylor. And the Mets will go to the bench. And coming on to bat for the Mets is going to be Jerry Grody. 252 average, 6 homers, 40 RBIs. Jerry Grody coming on here. Now it's a 3-2 ball game. So an RBI single. Grody will go up against Brewer. Dyer on at second. Harrelson at first. Now it's 3-2. Brewer sets up for the pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. No. Nobody moves. Brewer will pitch to Grody. Brewer. 6-3. Strikeout 6. Got him. Struck him out. Big K by Brewer. He just got him. Grody's a 7 against lefties. That's a 6, 2 down. And now the last chance for the Mets is going to be Tommy Agee. And he can blast one. Agee is 1 for 4. AG will go ahead and bat against Brewer. No, you don't walk him, even though Bobby File would come up, but you don't put the tying run at third base in view of a wild pitch. So they will pitch to AG. Fans here at Dodger Stadium on their feet. Dyer on at second. Harrelson at first. Brewer gets the sign. AG ready to go. Section 518 cheering, hoping for a hit. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Brewer will pitch. Brewer, 6-2. Strikeout, 17 is too high. AG, 4-4. And it's a ground ball to second base. Up with it is Ted Sizemore. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Dodgers will beat the Mets tonight in a good pitching matchup. 3-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518, barfs. Yeah. 1 run on 3 hits. But that is all the Mets can do here, as the Dodgers will take a 3-2 win over the Mets. Heck of a game. Good matchup here to start the pennant race. And Brewer will wind up with the save. A tough loss, as the Mets just could not figure out Jim Bunning in this matchup. Final line score coming up. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the Mets, 2 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Jim Bunning. He'll get the win. Jerry Koosman will take the loss. Mickelson will get a hold. Brewer does wind up with a save, as he will get the save there. The Mets will drop to 81 and 50. The Dodgers now go to 71 and 60. So a nice win for the Dodgers. My Mets just couldn't do it tonight. But we are not done yet. 10-minute ticker is next. Tough loss for my Mets. But they did lose the game historically 10-6. So there were 16 runs scored in real life, but only 5 runs in this replay. So okay, that is just fine. Sometimes you get a good pitcher's duel. Sometimes you get that. And that is all right by me. I just have fun. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Mets will take a loss here to the Dodgers 3-2. Let's see how the rest of the majors go. September 1st, let's begin the pennant race. Oakland at Boston. Remember, the Athletics are a game and a half ahead of Minnesota. Boston 10 and a half ahead of Baltimore. Boston just has to get above 500, and they're going to be in the postseason. Let's see. Athletics 14-11. That is 0. Red Sox 13-66. That's 10. And the Red Sox will get the win. Baltimore and the White Sox. Orioles 14-43. And that is 5. Pale Hose -112. That's 0. Another win for the O's. What's their magic number, by the way? Baltimore's magic number, let's see, 91. Let's see, 91 plus 63. Their magic number is not off. Let's see here. Their magic number, there were 91 wins, so 91 plus 63 is 154. 154, right? 154. So, no, 91 plus 52. 143. Magic number, I think, is 20, something like that. Detroit at Kansas City in a doubleheader. As Chuck Rawlings says, no rigging allowed. Game 1, Tigers 12-56, and that's 7. Royals 5-12, that is 0. Tigers win the first. Tigers 9-63, and that is 7. Royals 7-26, and that is 2. No rigging there, apparently, as Detroit won both games. Cleveland, Minnesota. Indians 6-44, and that is 4. Twins 11-61, that is 7. That's a win for the Twins, and they now gain a full game on the Athletics. They're now a half game back. Seattle and the Yankees in a doubleheader. Yankees are in 5th, but only a game and a half back of Detroit, but now 2.5 back with Detroit winning both games. Pilots 3-64, and that is 6. Yankees 11-42, and that is 4. The Pilots take the first. Pilots 9-51, and that is 5. Yankees 5-54. That is 4. And the Pilots beat the Yankees twice. Ouch. California at Washington in a doubleheader. Senators right behind the Tigers. Game 1. California 265. That is 6. Senators 11-63. That's 7. The Sens win the first. Game number 2, California 5-65, that is 7. Senators 12-52, and that's 6. They will split the twin bill. Pirates and the Braves. Pirates are 10.5 back of third behind the 6 games back of the Cardinals for third. The Braves are tied with the Giants for the division lead. Pirates 10-61, that's 6. Braves 7-66, that's 9. Big win for the Braves. Cardinals and the Astros. Cardinals are in third place, now a game back at the Mets, with the Mets losing. The Astros, they right now are under 500. I do not figure them in. Cardinals 11-33, and that is 4. Astros 2-66, that's 7. That's a bad loss for the Birds. Philadelphia and the Padres. Phillies 10-11, that's 0. Padres 3-65, and that is 6. A win for the Padres. Padres is trying to avoid the maybe the worst losing season I've had yet. Montreal and San Francisco. Giants were tied with the Braves. Expos 10-42, and that is 4. Giants 14-22, and that's 3. And the Expos give the Giants a tough loss. On to September 2nd. September 2nd, Baltimore and the White Sox. Orioles 16-32, and that is 4. White Sox 3-16, that's 1. Another win for the O's. Detroit at Kansas City. Tigers 9-13, that's 1. Royals 4-43, that's 3. And the Royals will get that win. Cleveland and Minnesota. Indians 6-31, and that is 2. Twins 15-66, that is 11. The Twins could be catching the A's here in a day or two. Seattle and the Yankees. Pilots 7-55, that's 5. Yankees 9-34, and that is 3. Another bad loss for the Yankees to the Pilots. California at Washington in a doubleheader. Angels 4-46, and that is 3. Senators 4-32, and that is 2. And the Angels win that one. Angels 4-25, and that is 2. Senators 8-43, and that's 4. They will split that twin bill. Cubs and the Reds. The Cubs still lead the division by 3.5 now over the Mets. The Reds are 4.5 back of third place. Reds got to get wins. Cubs 17-46, and that is 6. Reds 11-33, and that's 4. Another win for the Cubs. Cardinals and the Astros. Cardinals lost a tough one. Cardinals 8-36. They're going to lose this one too. That is 3. Astros 5-56, and that is 5. Another win for the Astros, trying to get back above 500. And they could do it too. Mets and the Dodgers. Mets 6-45, that will be 4. Dodgers 6-14, that's 1. My Mets will get a happy recap there. Philadelphia and the Padres. Phillies 12-31, and that is 3. Padres 8-14, that's 1. That's a win for the Phils. On to September 3rd. Oakland at Boston in a big doubleheader. Oakland 15-51, and that is 6. Red Sox 16-61, that is 8. And the Red Sox take the first one. Oakland 11-52, and that is 5. Red Sox 15-63, and that is 8. And Boston beats Oakland twice. Detroit at Kansas City. Detroit 10-33, and that's 3. Royals 112, that's 0. And the Tigers will win 3 games tonight. Cleveland at Minnesota. Cleveland 5-32, that is 2. Twins 20-63, that is 10. And I can tell you right now, the Minnesota Twins have taken over first place in the American League West. Pittsburgh and Atlanta. Pirates 10-13, that is 1. Braves 10-44, that is 4. And the Braves get that win. Cubs and the Reds. Reds are now back at 500. A loss here puts them under 500. Cubs 8-55, and that's going to do it. That's 5. Reds 9-21, that is 2. And the Reds are now under 500. I will not count them for now. Mets and the Dodgers. Mets and the Dodgers. Mets 3-66, that's 7. Dodgers 155, and that is 4. And my Mets will get 2 happy recaps tonight. Phillies and the Padres. Phillies 11-42, that is 4. Padres 6-16, that is 1. It's a win for the Phils. Expos and the Giants. Giants trying to stay with the Braves. Trying to stay with the Braves right now. Big game here for the Giants. Expos 154, that is 3. Giants 14-33, that's 4. And the Giants will win that one. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 4th. If you don't see me show up, don't worry, I'm fine. The Baltimore Orioles will take on the Detroit Tigers. Tom Phoebus will be going for the Orioles, and Earl Wilson will be going for the Tigers. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. A big game here as the pennant race has just started, and all these games are going to come down to the wire. What we'll be seeing at the final week, who knows? But tomorrow night, it's Baltimore and Detroit. Phoebus and Wilson, be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Los Angeles Dodgers get my win over the Mets, at least on the board. A 3-2 victory for the Bums as they beat my Metropolitans. Rigged. See you guys tomorrow night.